Man, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Tyrone Hunter back with another edition of What's Really Good Entertainment. If you're new to the channel, like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. If you already been rocking with the channel, I appreciate you. And we're going to continue to bring that fire content. And let me just give you a little bit of information about the channel if you're just checking in for the first time. So the name of the channel is What's Really Good Entertainment. And with that being said, what I do is I talk about a lot of different subjects, a lot of different topics, so that we could get to the bottom of it, so we could understand what's really good with that particular situation. So I don't want y'all to get confused and alarmed, because sometime I might be talking about, things personal. Then I, maybe talking about a rapper or entertainer. I may be talking about something that's going on in real life. I may be talking about news and current events. But all of this is geared toward giving you some information and giving you, a little bit more understanding. Kind of helping you think outside the box, to be aware of what's going on in life, aside from just the things that you're interested in. Because if you only get information on things that you're interested in, then, you don't know much. But, so let's get into it. So you know my motto, you see the title, I'm not going to hold you. For this one, we're going to be talking about the boy Yo Gotti. He just got featured in Forbes magazine, and his current net worth is $100 million. So that means he made it to the big league. And the question that I'm asking is, was this part of the plan? He's the last man standing following the death of YOUNGDOLPH and BIGJOOK, and it seemed like nobody else in Memphis, for that matter, could catch up to him. So this kind of like some swift movement and planning and things of that nature. And I don't know, it just kind of seemed like this was something that was thought out, because this is not something that just happened. Make sure you stay to the end of the video so you can find out what's really good. So I'm going to show y'all the article. The title of the article, it says, $100 Million Man, Memphis rapper and hip-hop mogul Yo Gotti featured in Forbes, right? And you see it right there. $100 Million Man, right? So let me read some of this article to you. It says, Memphis rapper Mario Yo Gotti Mems have moved from the pages of Rap Magazine to the cover of financial journals. Gotti, the head of the highly successful CMG record label, is the subject of a digital cover story in the latest edition of Forbes Life, released Friday. And so that would be last Friday. As part of the feature, Forbes estimate Gotti, who in addition to heading the CMG label, owns a share of MLS franchise, DC United, and Memphis Restaurant Prix, is worth around $100 million, noting that he still had plenty of hustle left in him. And that's the one thing we can't take away from Gotti, man. Gotti is a hustler, aside from everything else. It goes on to say, if I never wrote another rap again, I'm financially straight, Gotti tells the magazine. My whole career, I was setting up for that. And I believe that's part of the plan. And this is how that man looking. That man looking good in the government check. And that big old, yellow Rolls Royce. And for those of y'all that don't know, Forbes magazine is a magazine that lists the worth or the value of some of the most successful people in the world. It doesn't only cover hip-hop artists. It covers movie stars, actors, producers, anybody in the world who has a high net worth, meaning who's valued, who's worth a lot of money, get featured in this magazine. And not too many people get featured in this magazine, so we got to give it up to Gotti for that. And then it goes on to talk about some of the artists that are on his label. And this one was interesting to me. He said the story also quote his mentor and fellow hip-hop mogul Jay-Z, who notes that Gotti's business acumen is evident in every move he make, breaking the mold of the old guard definition of an executive. So which means Gotti is a different kind of executive. And this was said by Jay-Z. So Jay-Z, who's a mentor to Yo Gotti, like, respect. how Gotti be moving. You know, it goes on to talk about some of his worth and you know, things like that. And then it's followed by a post that Gotti made on Instagram. And in this post, it says, "The Unbreakable CMG." And the reason why I decided to speak about this is because most recently, if people haven't been following, or if you new to the information in regards to Yo Gotti, his brother BIGJOOK was killed recently, leaving a funeral of one of their family members, one of their relatives, and BIGJOOK allegedly had went to like kind of a repast, which is a celebration for the family following, you know, a funeral where people just gather around, you know, they talk about old times, you know, share memories about their loved one that passed, and that's what BIGJOOK was doing. And upon him leaving there, he was gunned down right in front of the repast, right in front of a restaurant. A speculation was, which is not speculation, but Yo Gotti also attended the funeral. And they said that the security Yo Gotti had, that he had ex-Marines or current Marines, he had undercover police officers, said he had an army of security. And people couldn't understand why BIGJOOK only had one person with him who was supposed to be his security, and why, if Yo Gotti felt the need to have all of that security, why didn't he ensure that his brother BIGJOOK had the same level of security? So it was a lot of speculation. It was a lot of rumors circulating. It was a lot of information being put out there that Gotti had something to do with the killing of his brother BIGJOOK. Is that true? Is that not true? Look, that's not for me to decide, but that's the information that's out there. And in addition, it was also said that BIGJOOK was the one that paid the money for YoungDolph to get killed, and said that that order had came from Yo Gotti, allegedly. So when you look at this situation, what it seems like is Yo Gotti's a master chess player, meaning YoungDolph was one of his biggest rivals in Memphis. He got him knocked off. Now, all of the information and you know, all of the investigations was pointing to BIGJOOK being the middleman, the middle person that actually paid to get that hit done, and that if they were able to connect BIGJOOK to the killing of Yo Gotti, if they were able to connect BIGJOOK to the killing of YoungDolph, my apologies, then YoungDolph would eventually go down. So this is why it was rumored and speculated that Yo Gotti got his brother BIGJOOK knocked off. Because if they can't tie the case back to BIGJOOK because he's no longer living, then there's no way possible they could tie it to Yo Gotti. Because who's going to, or who can confirm the information that Yo Gotti has something to do with it if they don't have the key player BIGJOOK in the picture? This just seems like some kind of super chess move, and then now after it's all said and done, all of the rivals knocked out of the way, you know, anybody that could potentially tie Yo Gotti to this entire situation, which was BIGJOOK, got knocked off. A month later, Yo Gotti gets a feature in Forbes magazine as one of the richest people out there, one of the most prestigious magazines. At this point in time, a lot of people was crying foul. They saying, wait, hold on. Like, we really got to look into Yo Gotti. Like, he must be part of the mob, but he got some kind of mafia movements going on about him. And maybe he's connected to some people that's stronger than what we think, because he done literally took over Memphis. Whether y'all wanted it to happen or not, that man just popped out like he the king, like champ is here. And it just leads to so much different speculation. You know, speculation like, is this something that Yo Gotti planned all along? Because it seemed to be something that was well thought out. Now, his brother gone, which is so all of his ties to the streets, then went along with that. One of his biggest rivals in MEMPHIS, YOUNGDOLPH, he's out of the way. Is nobody else that could step up and that could challenge his reign as king of Memphis. And now, following that, he's moving on to a whole nother level in life in terms of being a super and major executive. In that article, they even spoke about Gotti said that he was going back to college so that he can continue to learn the executive side of the music industry. So which means you're not going to see Yo Gotti in and around and near the streets no more. He kind of got it figured out. He got it mastered. He got his head on straight. He learned a lot from his experiences. Now he's trying to become a super business mogul. And he got the right teachings. He got the, right people around him. And it kind of seems like Yo Gotti is going to be untouchable from this point going forward. So, man, I don't know. Tell me what y'all think. Do y'all think that this is something that Yo Gotti planned? Or do you think it just happened like that? Do you think he had something to do with his brother BIGJOOK getting knocked off? Do you think that he really was the one behind the killing of YOUNGDOLPH? And was this the perfect murder, the perfect, way to get it done, get something done and, tie up all loose ends so they can't come back to you? Is Yo Gotti smarter than what YOUNGDOLPH thought or what a lot of other people thought? These are some of the questions that's out there. But if y'all have other questions, man, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And allow this to be a lesson to any and everybody out there that it's not about how good you are with this. It's how good you are with this. This is a thinking man's game. And he or she that could think the best is going to survive and outlast the rest. But it's your boy Tyrone Hunter signing off. Thank you for checking in for another edition of What's Really Good Entertainment. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Because when you like, comment, share, and subscribe, the video get out to more people, and it kind of help with the algorithm, to get it in front of more people so that they could get an opportunity to find out what's really good. But man, I'm finna get up out of here. I'm gonna catch you in the next one. Stay tuned. It's more videos dropping this afternoon. You know how I get. You know how I go. It's definitely gonna be spicy. But until then, man, we out of here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. It's your boy Tyrone Hunter.